So something I've realized about myself is I have a tendency to run from responsibility and toward opportunity. So I think one thing that's been really valuable for me lately is to restructure responsibilities and strategy development and all that stuff, and instead refer to it in my own mind as like, what opportunities am I pursuing most actively right now?
Hmm.
And so I think about IMTS because IMTS, it's huge and there's no way you're going to get around the whole thing, but it's also like for a finite period of time. So if you quote, miss your shot, then well, it's gone. But I think
Yeah,
structuring it instead of like, who do I actually want to talk to there? Who do I want to be having a conversation with? Like, what are the opportunities there? Who do I want to get to know better? That changes the whole game for me. And it's less strategy oriented and it's more just connecting with humans oriented.
agreed. I think if you go in the mindset of who do I want to talk to, it's going to change how you pursue each conversation. I think the better metric is how many people do I talk to because every person presents some value and some opportunity. It could be a student, a high school student that has some interest in manufacturing, or his dad works at some manufacturing company and he's there with his pops. Like every conversation there is an opportunity. And I think that rings true for anybody that's attending.
I think,
Because like you think about, okay, why do machine shop owners go to IMTS? They go to IMTS to see the new technologies. What else is out there to improve my company? When they have that mindset that that's the reason they're going, they're solely focused on that. And in reality, there's plenty of opportunity for collaboration, finding suppliers that can do things that they can't do, just working and getting information from other manufacturers that do something similar or in the same industry or an industry that they're interested to.
yeah,
There's just so much opportunity, potential employees. There's young students walking through that floor regularly. There's media members that are walking through that floor constantly. There's opportunity to get your name out, talking to a media member. There's opportunity for new employees by talking to the younger kids. So if I think if you go into the mindset not of who you want to talk to, but how many people can I talk to and have a 5 minute conversation. It doesn't have to close with anything. Just good to know you. Here's my card, here's my QR, whatever, put my name in your contacts, or here's my LinkedIn. And if you follow up, that means that that conversation was valuable. If you don't, then maybe it wasn't as valuable to you at the moment, but that's still a name that you have the potential to remember when something comes up in the near future.
yeah, I like that. And I think you kind of find what you're looking for and you kind of ignore the things that you weren't looking for that show up when you go in too too focused in.
Yep.
I so one time I took my niece to she was like 8 years old, I think, and we took her to the zoo, and they
Hmm.
have that thing with like all the cool little rocks, like the big, anyway, you can look through and find cool rocks. And we had given her a budget of like $10 or something. And she said she wanted something that cost $15. And so my plan was to not tell her about it, but to drop $5 into the little thing of rocks that she was looking through and just have her find it and like make her whole day. And like she brushed it aside like 6 or 7 times because she wasn't looking for a $5 bill. She was looking for a cool rock.
Hmm.
And I think, I don't know, we find the things that we're looking for. So if you just go in with I just kind of want to see everything that's there. I want to be open to everything. You end up
Yep.
getting a lot more out of it.
Yeah, I think that's the key. And I mean, I'm the first person to need to take my own advice, to be honest with you, because you know my opinion of trade shows. Um, and it's always because I have a goal. And if I set that goal, I don't talk to certain people, not for any particular reason, but I just brush them off like, oh, that's not what I'm here for.
Right.
That's losing value in the opportunity.
Yeah. By the way, I think I'm gonna make a container that's like Dan's trade show allergy meds and it'll be like full of Skittles or something.
You know I won't eat Skittles, dude.
Oh no. Fine,
It's
I'll
gonna
find
have to
something
be
else.
like the healthiest of snacks or healthiest of things.
Protein pellets.
There are these little chocolates that I eat. They're called Unreal bars and they are clean. There's no added sugars.
All right.
It's a really clean, but it's not cheap. That's the problem. We buy a pack from Costco and it lasts me about a month.
All right. Well, there you go. That
Plug, Unreal bars, clean candy.
I'm gonna cram them into a medication container and
Love
I'll
it.
bring them along. But no, I think that's kind of I think trade show allergies are partially because like you go into them feeling like you need to achieve an objective.
Yep.
And yeah, you just show up and be open to whatever. Like I think often of having intentions versus expectations, where you go into a conversation of like, here's what I intend to bring to the conversation, rather than here's what I expect to get out of the conversation. The intentions conversations tend to be a lot more productive.
Yes. My goal, I've been thinking about this a lot in the last week and a half, just because IMTS is getting closer and closer and it's more and more real and there's a lot more conversation surrounding it.
Hmm.
My goal is to be, just be there. We've got some partners that want us at their booth. Great, we'll stop by and we'll be there. And whatever ends up happening out of that whole thing is
Hmm.
what happens. So I am trying to change my mentality on trade shows because I do understand the importance of them. I understand the importance of being face to face with people as opposed to the guy behind the screen.
Hmm.
And so my goal is to see a lot of long lost contacts that I haven't talked to for a while, shake their hand, say hi, and talk to as many new people as that wants to talk to me. And
Yep.
that's the mission of IMTS. There's no other objective or goal out of it.
I mean, it's funny because this whole discussion came out of like I have insomnia occasionally. I was up until like 1 a.m. just kind of stressing about all the different things that there are to stress about. And the big source of stress was like, okay, I need a strategy for this. I need to figure out how to maximize the outcomes. And like, if you go in with that mentality, you, you lose out on a ton of stuff. I think it's valuable to have a structure for capturing the value where you would go in and say, maybe you have a conversation with somebody about, I don't know, a cool new machine tool or a cool new whatever it is. Have a way to like write that down, capture it, and then follow up with them in a couple weeks. But going in with the intention that you would learn that, or the expectation that you'd learn that, may not be as valuable. I wandered off into the weeds a little bit there,
I
but
don't think so.
yeah.
It makes sense. I How to capture the value is important. I think the way I've always captured the value is the conversations that I have that I remember are the ones that I need. And the conversations that I don't remember immediately, sometimes they come back around, sometimes they don't. And sometimes it was just good to meet you. And maybe we'll run into each other again sometime in the future. Just right now, there's no opportunity for the two of us to work together. And that is something that has worked pretty significantly for me in the past, is talking to somebody and then didn't talk to them for 5 years and we ran into each other, or I saw a LinkedIn post or saw them on a podcast, whatever the case may be. And I was like, oh, we should talk, and
Yeah.
reach out to them. And it's like, oh, I remember talking to you, and as long as you make an impression, and the best way to make an impression is show that you care. Don't just write them off. Show that you care, regardless of their position, regardless of what they're selling, regardless of what they're doing. And that's how you make an impression and people remember you.
So that's kind of like the virtuous cycle, right? Like if you go in not expecting to get a message out, but instead go in with the intention of getting to know someone, understanding a little bit about who they are, and then knowing them well enough to have a follow-up conversation in 6 months. That's really where the actual value is. So we talk about this a lot as like sales being much more about farming than it is about hunting.
Yes.
And to me, that's kind of it. Like you're just planting the seed and like whatever. If it becomes valuable later to the person that you talk to, great. If it never becomes valuable, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So you wasted 3 minutes of your life. Big deal.
Big deal. Yeah, you'd have wasted 10 minutes finding the exact right person to talk to and then totally screwing up the conversation as you tried to lead it in a certain direction
Yeah. Or
otherwise.
never find them at all.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That said, though, I do have people like we we've got a bunch of stickers that I want to distribute at IMTS, and I, there are people that have already requested like, "Hey, we should meet up sometime because I want some of those stickers." And
There you
for
go.
yeah, for reference, the stickers are like the Ready Fire Aim Award for, the people that
I'm taking that right to the forehead, Tony.
just wear it around.
I know exactly who that was meant for.
Yeah. Yeah, it was designed. I got, we got a 500 to 1,000 of them, but it's for you.
It's
So
going to be
that's
fun.
good.
I'm looking forward to that. I mean, that's actually a just a great way to have some form of schedule with people that are interested in what you're doing and being able to talk to them. So setting up, a quick little 5-minute meet and greet to hand them some stickers and chat a
Yeah.
little bit is a great way to meet some of the people that you're looking forward to and on your itinerary.
Well, I mean, we've talked about like having a structure as opposed to not having a structure. And I
Yep.
think structure becomes not valuable when it strangles the thing it's meant to support. And to me, like having just enough structure of like, yeah, I'd like to get together with you because I promised you I was going to give you this sticker is just enough structure to make it valuable and not enough to strangle the whole conversation.
Exactly. The meeting is to hand stickers over,
Yeah,
and
that's
whatever
it.
the conversation is, the conversation is.
Yeah. Yep. And it's
Although
kind
I'm
of,
not very good with small talk, so if I'm handing you stickers, we better have a real talk, or just I'm handing you stickers and then we're turning around and walking away. I'm pretty harsh sometimes, dude.
oh man. No, what's going to
I
be
just know what
funny
I know who I am.
Well, it's gonna be funny. We're gonna make like the micromanagement sticker or whatever the heck it is, and you at the trade show, you're just gonna go stick it on somebody, take a selfie, and then walk off.
I can't wait for that moment. I want small talk queen and small talk king stickers.
I'm really looking forward to IMTS. Like, I don't know, I
It should be fun.
it should be.
Yeah, the like all of the little after parties and the get-togethers and the less kind of corporate feel when you're at a trade show, just letting
Hmm.
your hair down and go. And kind of that's the thing that I'm most excited about is the after hour stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
me too.
walking miles upon miles upon miles at the trade show, that's not as exciting, but I'm
Hmm.
also looking forward just to seeing new faces, new technology, ways that it can support our current network and our future network,
Hmm.
and just kind of continue to drive how arrow growth can help small manufacturers in any way possible.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of the Arrow Growth Podcast with Dan and Tony. We appreciate you all spending a part of your day with us. If you get value from this conversation, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend or colleague. We'll see you in the next one.